After a one-race break, the Target Series is back in action as they head to the Charlotte Motor Speedway for the running of the Pepsi 300. On the pole for today's race is Steve Larker in the 51. To his outside is points leader Dylan Ebrahimian in the 36. Then third is Alexander. Fourth is second in points Trey Rainey. And running out the front five is Jose Mills. They have Riley Sperry in sixth. Seventh place is William Stevens, who's outside. In eighth, it's Mike Burrow. In ninth, we have Franz Device with Eli Bright in the 88, running out the front 10th. For the rest of the others, Jake Galloway, he's won here at Charlotte before in the Target Series. Who's outside is Nathan Ormond in the 2. Then we have Derek Campbell, who's outside Patrick Smith. Behind them, it's Danny Lloyd and Paul Taylor, along with Max Anderson and Jonathan Rains. Then there's Jason Larker and Justin Zeidel, along with Greg Lee and Greg Torres. Then there's Jeff Wright and George Cooper, along with Luke Rainey and Trip McGinnis. Then there's Anthony Charlebois and Samet Oskin, along with Code Luigi and Levi Shones. Then there's William Bullen with Adam McDowell. Behind them, it's Simon Bloomfield and Kashawn Richardson, along with Mathis Wells and Anthony Hernandez. Then Ryan Brommer and Jennifer Beefer, along with Diego Yepes and Colton Yo. And in the final rows, two teammates, Sebastian Kukulon, Oliver Gowen in the 15, two's outside starting in the 42nd position. So there's our 42 cars here for the Pepsi 300 at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Let's go to track side and fire these engines up.
Drivers, start your engines!
And the 42 Target Series engines come to life here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway in Charlotte, North Carolina, as we get ready to do battle for 30 laps here at this 1.5 mile quad oval. Steve Larker on pole, to his outside is points leader Dylan Ebrahimian. Last race we had North Wilkesboro with Jeff Bright reign supreme over his teammate and son Eli Bright. Who's going to win here today, and will we once again get another new winner this season? No one's won multiple races so far this season. Will that change here today, or will someone get their first win of the season after 30 laps? Pace car with the left turn to pit road. Steve Larker, Dylan Ebrahimian in control of the start of the Pepsi 300 to the restart zone. For Larker on pole, he steps on the gas, and we're green at the Charlotte Motor Speedway in Season 8. Steve Larker from pole to lead lap number 1, but to his inside at the start finish on Alexander Rowe for the lead to turn 1. Jose Mills the 11 pushing through. Here comes Seaman along with Franz Device. They're on the bottom lane. 76 slides up a little, the 11 to the bottom. Side by side for the lead down the backstretch. Mills to the inside. William Seaman coming. Franz Device, Jake Gowen in the bottom as it hit turn 3. Mills going to try and clear the 76 off of turn number 4. Here comes William Seaman the 3 as well behind. The 11 jumps down low. He'll lead lap number 2. Seaman now, bottom lane to turn number 1. He gets beneath the 11. Now Franz Device looking, the 38 car. Does he take it to the bottom of the 3? He's trying. Will they go 3 wide off turn number 2? The 11 fighting back on the top side. Makes it 3 wide down the backstretch. The 38 down low. The 19 behind is the pusher. Mills up top. I don't like seeing this. He gets in the wall and comes down. Could be a massive crash. He's in the wall. He comes down. Round goes the 11. Mills sideways into the field. He gets Ebrahimian. There goes the 61. Jonathan Rains around. And we got cars stacking up on the front stretch here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway for our first caution flag of the day. And we have a ton of torn up race cars in this one. As cars are trying to get sorted out now, did our race leaders get back to the caution, or are they racing back right now? Looks like they got back. Franz Device is our race leader. They've slowed down to caution speed. But a huge crash early on lap number 4. They didn't make it. They went 3 wide. And Mills comes down, gets most of the field. Contact made. And race done for many drivers. Let's see the reason for caution number 1 here at Charlotte. Here it is, working the high side through 3 and 4. Jose Mills in the 11 up on the top side. Seaman in the middle. And right here, the 11 is going to bounce off the wall coming off turn number 4. Alexander the 76 beneath him. The 11 comes down, gets to the 76. Around they go. Derek Hamill, piece fit in the 98. Then they come up, shooting up into Steve Larker, who is our pole leader. Points leader, Dylan Ebrahimian. Trey Rainey second in points. Rains gets spun around. Zeidel gets clipped in the 18. But I think he saves his car. There's, who was that hit the 36? It might have been the 20, Kashawn Richardson. And then they just stack up on the bottom. There's Colton Yo. I mean, there are too many cars to count. Mike Burrow. Trip McGinnis in the 01. Adam McDowell was back here. Luke Rainey. Anton Charbois and the 35 as well. I mean, there's so many cars that were just involved in this. Can't really count them all. A lot with damage here. Steph's going to shuffle the running order of this race. Hamill's going to have damage on the 98. Zidell we saw get hit a little right there. He might have some damage to the 18 car. Lloyd, I think, got through. I think the 1, the 39, the 42 also got through. Cars on the outside, Rousworth, Eli Bright. There's the 2 of Nathan Norman. They may have actually gotten away with it as they were kind of slowed down the high side and a lane opened up. But the guys that were just in the middle, nowhere to go, they really had nowhere to go. So Trey Rainey did get some damage, but again got slowed down, got high. See, the drivers that are just kind of caught in the middle right there, they had nowhere to go, and they're just involved in it. Some towards the back stop. Great move by those drivers. There's Jennifer Buford, 35, Simon Bloomfield, Levi Schoen's back here. I mean, so many cars involved in this wreck down the front stretch. The leaders took the caution flag. It's Franz Device in the 38 with the race lead. And as they stay on the racetrack, car number 38, Auto Club winner, will lead us back to the green flag in the Pepsi 300. Coming back to the restart, lap number 8, Franz Device in control for the restart. Trip McGinnis and his team have decided they've had enough fun for the day. They have taken his car behind the wall and done for the race, which leaves us 41 cars on the racetrack, all in the lead lap as well. Out in front, Franz Device leads the race. Behind him in second, William Seaman. Jake Galloway is third. Fourth is Derek Henley. He might have some damage. Fifth place, Steve Larker. Danny Lloyd, 6th. Jonathan Raines went for a spin. He's right now 7th. Justin Zidell might have some damage in 8th. 9th place, Alexander has some rear end damage. Greg Torres, 10th. You see Trey Rainey, Jeff Wright, Riley's ProTube, Cole Luigi, and some of these others that missed the crash. Moving up through the field. Pace car to pit road. Restart lap 8. Out in front of the whole field. Franz Device, the 38, leads 41 cars to the restart in the Pepsi 300. We're back green. Seaman a good start from second. And he got over the back of the 38 there. He's basically pushing onto turn 1. Will he make the move? Here he comes. He's looking low. Yes, Jake Galloway with him. The 19. 3 gets down in front of the 19. Galloway pushing the 3 forward now. Seaman using it. We come off 2 and down the backstretch. Side by side. Jake Galloway looking 3 wide in the 19. Does he take it 3 wide? Seaman pulls up, so they're not going to go through it. They're just going to go double foul for the top spot. Jake Galloway, the 19, down low. He'll grab it away from William Seaman. Galloway won this race a few seasons ago. It was a wreck-filled race. Galloway win it cleanly here today. Out in front now, as he's going to pass William Seaman. Here comes Seaman's teammate, Danny Lloyd, inside lane, going for that second position. He's going to try and split the middle of the 38. Thinks better of it. Here comes Zidell. The 18 coming forward. The 39, Greg Torres. Hamill's still up in this, even though he got some damage from that crash. It doesn't look like it's affecting his car too much. Probably didn't hit it that hard. Here he comes now. 98 down low. Jonathan Raines did a spin. He's still in it. Cole Luigi missed that crash. Oh! Off pace goes Greg Torres. Down to the apron he goes. Hopefully he stays out of the way of everyone just trying to get down low. He is down low. Now that he's stopped on the racetrack, bring out caution. We also saw Max Anderson on pit road the 23. He's done for the day. Yeah, head ratio of the 23 puts him out of the race. Now Greg Torres issues as well in the 39 car. RCR teammates still side by side for the second position. Lloyd inside, Seaman outside. Franz Device there, now going for third. The 38 down low, pushing the 21 forward. 20 to go, a third of the way done with the Pepsi 300. Jake Galloway in the 19 out in front. Chevy of Danny Lloyd, Chevy of Franz Device second and third. Now here comes Galloway's teammate Justin Zidell trying to help him out. Cole Luigi in the 42 also down there pushing the 18 to the inside of the 3 Seaman. Jake Galloway doing a great job, but his teammate Zidell either coming to protect him or coming to haunt him. Zidell for 4th on Seaman. Cole Luigi goes high in the 42 with Chevy teammate William Seaman. Now does he break back down to the bottom lane? It's the question. No. He stays high. Lloyd looking for a run through 1 and 2. He has one off turn 2 and down the backstretch. 21 looking low on the 19. Jake Galloway is going to finally pull out the backstretch into turn 3. Danny Lloyd, look at the outside for Cole Luigi. It's working for him. He was behind the 18, pushing the 18. Now to the outside of the 18. He's going to get by him, I think. Luigi uses the outside to clear Zidell off of turn 4. To 5th for the 42. Uses the outside to do it. And Galloway loses the lead to Danny Lloyd. 42 back down to the bottom looking for 4th. He has an awfully strong race car right now. Cole Luigi does. Here comes Seaman looking 3 wide on Franz Device. Off to turn number 3. 17 to go at the start-finish line. Zidell back down low trying to regroup after the 42 blew around him on the top side. Device to clear and lead. Now Seaman down low. 17 to go at Charlotte. William Seaman getting help from Cole Luigi, we know has a fast race car. Can Luigi try and get out front, just dominate this race? Here he comes looking low. Inside of Seaman down the backstretch for the 42 of Coluigi. He has behind him the 18 of Justin Seidel. Here comes the 93 car, Samet Oskin, into the picture. Mike Burrow forces the 19 up top, and here comes second in points, Trey Rainey, up into the mix of things. But off turn 4, it's Coluigi with the lead. He leads lap number 14. And Seaman got the wall a little bit, slowed up the outside. Zeidel's to the bottom lane. Oskin look at 3 wide. The 93, he will take it 3 wide. That's for second. Sliding up the racetrack. 3 wide for second. Close racing down the back. There's some contact there between the 18 and the 93. They're trying to sort out by the time we get to turn 3. Seaman trying to get clear. Couldn't get it done there. Oskin slides up. Not much room for the 3. Into the outside wall for the 3. Down to Zeidel. Sideways with France Device. Saving their cars for now. Halfway, 15 to go in the Pepsi 300. Seaman falls back. The front few pull away. Paul Taylor. Here comes the damaged Patrick Smith, the 86. Moving forward. Jake Kelly back down low. The 19 coming forward. And Seaman still stuck up top and falling back. As for second, they're looking 3 wide again. Trey Rainey down low. But Samet Oskin gets clear off the top side. Trey Rainey now for third. Trying to take the points lead back. 14 to go at the start finish line. Seaman back into the wall. I think he forced the 38 down in line. Luckily, there's a hole down there. But for Williams, Seaman's just falling back down into the wall a few times for car number 3. For second, Trey Rainey knows he has a fast hot rod. He knows he'll probably keep touch with Coluigi if he gets by. Second place, Samet Oskin. They race side by side for the lead, or for second, excuse me, down the backstretch. Oskin outside almost clear, but Trey Rainey fights back with the inside and help from Paul Taylor. 13 to go at the start-finish line. Trey Rainey through to second. Paul Taylor third down the 99. Mike Burrow down low. Jake Galloway coming back. Mathis Wells the 5 coming forward. We haven't really talked about him all race long. Jason Larker the 90 in line in the bottom lane. He's moving forward as well. Colton Yell the 9. He was back around that first crash, that first accident. He is right now moving forward, trying to get there and help his teammate Mathis Wells. They come through 3 and 4. Paul Taylor out in front, up to second now. As 18 Justin Seidel just popped the wall of turn 4, he'll fall back, drop back on the outside. Paul Taylor to second. He has his sights on Coluigi now up the racetrack. Jake Galloway moves to the bottom of the 19. Down the backstretch, Trey Rainey swung a little wide, gave the middle lane, but Mike Burrow didn't want to take that. Galloway side drafting the 99 down the backstretch to pull him back to him. Coluigi coming to 11 to go. He's led since the halfway point of this race. Look at these Junior Motorsports cars. The 71, they're coming forward. The 9, the 5, also up in this front pack. There are right now 4 Junior Motorsports cars inside this front pack with a shot. Here comes Jake Galloway for the lead now. Luigi's had it for about 6 laps, but Galloway wants it. Down the backstretch. Side by side for the lead. 3 wide for third. Wells put middle. Paul Taylor up top. France Device down low to 30th. They rub to turn 3. Oh, how's this going to work for Paul Taylor if he gets the wall? Will he come down to Trey Rainey? He is. He's sideways. Rainey down to Lloyd. Down to Colton Yo. They save it for now. 10 to go at Charlotte. The Pepsi 300. They're all clean for now. Jeff by 3 1 to 1. That's his teammate Colton Yo in the middle. Here comes Anthony Hernandez the 7. He wants position. He wants to stay with the 1 at Jeff Bright. They're teammates. But also his teammate in the middle, Colton Yo. Side by side at the front, 3 wide further back. France Device for a second on Coluigi. The contract between the 9 and the 52 sends him up the racetrack. Now Trey Rainey once again up top, 3 wide. Gets to the wall a little bit, but keeps it straight. Here comes Jeff Bright, Paul Taylor, Wells up top. Luigi up top, Jake Galloway leads with 19. Here comes France Device. Here comes Jason Larker, Danny Lloyd, Jeff Bright. A lot of winners this season up inside this front pack and with a shot to win. Galloway has won. France Device has won. Jeff Bright has won this season. Will one of them get back to victory lane for the second time this season? Or will someone get their first? 8 to go at the start finish line. Lap traffic is ahead. It's Oliver Galloway the 15 who is awfully slow. But other than that, we should not catch more lap traffic. 3 wide. Jason Larker. Coluigi's going on back on that. Up top 3 wide. You don't want to be there. Especially running down lap car. They stay 3 wide for a second. Jake Galloway still out front. Larker inside. Device middle. Luigi outside. How's it going to play out? Off turn 4. Luigi up top. He gets in the wall. Down hard. Back up to the outside wall. Controls his car. Little drop back. Big time. The driver was dominated since the halfway point. Now falling back. But the dominator of the race, Jake Galloway, leads. But Larker come to his inside the 90 car. And 3 by 3 further back in the pack. Come to 6 to go. And they're racing hard down the back stretch in that pack. Side by side for the top spot. Jason Larker inside as they catch Oliver Galloway the 15. Where does he go? And who's going to get around? Larker inside. We'll get around the 15 of Oliver Galloway. Danny Lloyd down low. Jeff Wright. Here comes Luke Rainey, the 12. Haven't talked about him all race. He'll get put middle, though. He's going to get slowed a little, but he will get by. Wow, that 38 slowed up big time. Mathis Wells. Here comes the 28. Can Jake Galloway filter his way down in front of that 86 to get away from Oliver Galloway? He couldn't do it. As Lloyd looks for the lead, the outside's getting held up. Patrick Smith wants to get around this 15 right here. Lloyd is to the front spot here, coming to 5 to go. We're at the point of no return. A yellow flag would end this race early. Danny Lloyd leads. Jeff Wright is second. Wright looking for a second straight Target Series victory. It would be his 13th in the series. Side by side with Lloyd for the lead down the backstretch. And that outside lane getting halted. Oliver Galloway really slowing the outside up. Side by side, Jeff Wright out front now in case the yellow comes out. Franz Device looks as well, 38. And Luke Rainey trying to turn a struggling season around. The 12 car up inside the front 5 with a shot. 4 to go. Device looking on Jeff Wright to turn ways there. Luke Rainey, does he go 3 wide to 12? It's a big move to make, he is. Down the backstretch, 3 wide for the top spot at Charlotte. Jeff Wright top side. Franz Device middle. Luke Rainey bottom side. To the 12 slip, the 1's going to be way up high. He's going to get into the wall hard. And the Franz Device, around goes the 1. Into the field, he led right through the grass. Luke Rainey back in front to win. Luke Rainey has won the Pepsi 300 as long as he can coast it around. Huge crash. Jeff Wright's done. Cole Luigi will be done. And more cars come in. Oh, look at that. The 55, the 20, then the 00 come in. And they hit hard. Oh, Simon Bloomfield at the end comes into the 20. That is it. It is over. Riley Spurleytube, his day will be done. As the 1 spun around in a 3 wide mess with Franz Device. That will bring out the final caution of the race with coming down to 2 to go. Luke Rainey needs 3 miles more and he'll win here at Charlotte. But the big one happens behind Jeff Wright, Dunn, Cole Luigi, and so many others out from this massive crash coming off turn 4. Going for the win was Luke Rainey. He made a 3 wide move, slid up through 3 and 4. The 30 had to slap as well, and that gave Jeff Wright no room up top. I'm sure he's going to be not happy about that as Jeff comes high, gets to the wall. Franz Device crowds him up to the wall. The 1 spins around, Device sideways. A6 comes down, puts Eli into the grass. Eli gets it, may have gained a few positions right there. Now as Cole Luigi comes up the racetrack, he just nails the 1 hard. Spins around to the field. Justin Zidell may have gotten involved right here. Jeff Wright sent sideways for so long. I don't understand why the 20, I guess Spurleytube hit the 1. I don't understand why the 20 and the 00, they had to have been so long until they came into the crash. The 55, the 00, and the 20 really had no reason to hit the 1 like they did. I mean, Jeff Wright was sitting there for so long. For Cole Luigi, who led many laps in this race, Jeff Wright the 1 last race. Look at Eli through the grass. I think he gained a position or 2 because of that. Cole Luigi barely clipping, Riley Spurleytube barely clipping right here on the outside. So he tried to commit there. And it was a good about 10 seconds since the 1 was done crashing when those guys finally came in and really nailed Jeff hard. Look at it again. So he came off turn 4. Luke Rainey made a big move down low and slid up. He couldn't hold his car in the bottom lane, and he beats the 28 in the drag race back to the line. He's going to win this race, but some drivers aren't going to be happy with Luke after that ending. Zidell barely clipped the 42 right there. Right here, 42 hits him, but these guys, they have all the reaction time in the world to get around and just never do. And then this happens. 55, look at, couldn't tell who that was, but they went underneath the 20, and right here, Simon Bloomfield nails Richardson again. It brings out our second caution of the race, and it's unfortunately going to end this race under the yellow flag. But Luke Rainey is loving that, as he's going to win the Pepsi 300 here at Charlotte. So he has taken the white flag. He's on the final lap, so Luke, you're going to stay with the racers here. So they're going through 1 and 2 on the final lap, and look at all the cars. Simon Bloomfield, Kashawn Richardson, Cole Luigi, Riley Spurleytube, Cement Oskin. We know Jeff Wright's going to be out in the 1. Greg Torres is 6 down. Remember, he had his issue, so it should be 30 cars on the lead lap at the end. And probably about, I would have to wager, looking at this, maybe about 31 running at the end. I'm pretty sure the 39's back out there and running. Yeah, he is Greg Torres. But for the points lead, Dylan Ebrahim going to end up with a 28th place finish, while Trey Rain, the 52, up at the front of the field, is going to get a 13th place finish. Should be good enough to take the points lead for Trey, assuming no one up here towards the front of the field is going to take it. But for Luke Rainey, another Target Series victory on his resume, this time driving car number 12 for Penske Racing. As they come off turn number 4, checkered flag is in the air. It's going to be under the caution flag, but nonetheless, a big win for Luke Rainey. As he comes down the front stretch, he will win the Pepsi 300 at Charlotte. Checkered flag in the air. Luke Rainey wins the Target Series race at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Can he repeat tomorrow in the Gatorade Cup Series Pepsi 600, one of the crown jewel races of the Gatorade Cup Series? With that wacky ending here at Charlotte, let's now go see the finishing results. Here are the finishing results from the Pepsi 300 at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. 2 caution flags, 7 laps during this race, the one that ended the race under the yellow as well. 11 lead changes, 9 different drivers leading laps here today. It was Luke Rainey reigning supreme from 26th starting spot, missing that first crash and winning here today. George Cooper second, Matheus Wells, Franz Device, and Jason Larker are the front 5, with Danny Lloyd, Sebastian Kukulon, Eli Bright, Patrick Smith, and Nathan Ormond the front 10 finishers. Looking at the top 20, Trey Rainey at 13th place finish. It may not be a great day. It's a solid day for the 52 team. However, it is a points lead type of day, as the 36 had a bad race. Trey Rainey takes advantage of that to get to the points lead here in the Target Series. Jake Galloway, 8 laps led the most of anyone, falls back to finish 17th at the end due to lap traffic. 21st to 40th, 30 cars finish on the lead lap. 31, 32 finish running. And down here, some big names. Dylan Ebrahimian, 28th for him. Steve Larker from the pole, 25th. Ebrahimian came in as the points leader, falls down with the 28th place finish. Cole Luigi, 6 laps led for him. This is just the Target Series season that will not turn good for team number 42. Their best finish is, what, like 10th or 9th? They have not been able to do anything else. 6 laps led here today. That was around the midway point of the race, then fell back and got involved in that last crash. Jeff Bright as well involved in that last crash. Trip McGinnis, Max Anderson, Greg Torres, all down here. So let's now go see the points. 10 races down the Target Series season. Here are how the points look. And it's Trey Rainey back on top. Only 3 top 10s of the season through 10 races. However, it's all he needs. He's on top of the points. Dylan Ebrahimian, a bad day, falls to 2nd. Jake Galloway, mediocre day for him. He's up to 3rd. George Cooper and Greg Lee are the front 5 in the points, with Steve Larker, Paul Taylor, Jason Larker, Ryan Brommer, and Colton Yo is tied with Danny Lloyd for 10th in points. Yo gets the tiebreaker, more top 5s for the 9 this season. And as we look at the top 20, are 2 wild cards. Mike Burrows, 12th in points. He has a wild card. And Luke Rainey, that one moves out to the top 15 in points. He has the other wild card. Franz Device, 18th in points. Sean Richardson, 20th. 2 winners that are not in the wild card spot because they have had some bad days as of late. So Device and Richardson, Phoenix winner and All Club winner, they're trying to move their way up in the points ahead of Luke Rainey, or up inside the top 10 points just to be safe. Here's 21st to 40th. There's Jeff Bright, his win. He's 23rd in points. Jonathan Raines, 25th. Trip McGinnis, 34th. 3 winners below the top 20 in points. A lot to go right if they want to get up and in contention for the chase this season. I mentioned some of these drivers' bad luck. Riley Spruce, who was 28th in points. Max Anderson, 29th. Code Luigi, 33rd. Oliver Galloway, 35th. There's Jeff Briefer, 37th. Levi Schoens, Adam McDowell, Greg Torres. They have the 18 crew. Jay Jefferson, Justin Zidell down here as they swapped rides 8 races into the season. So wacky first 10 races so far. 10 winners through 10 races. Will we continue it as we get into the second third of the season, or will that trend finally end at our first road race, or I guess second road race of the season? We go to Road America for the Speedco 200. I will see you guys then.